We're here on Vancouver's downtown east side, where in Vancouver we've experienced some pretty cold conditions over the last couple of days, as well as the rest of Canada. Joining me here today is Mark Menard. Mark, you stay here in Oppenheimer Park, is that correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What's it been like for you? Because we've had conditions up to minus 28, which is very rare for us here on the West Coast.
Well, I mean, first of all, in order to camp in a tent, you have to acquire a lot of stuff. Okay, blankets, extra blankets to separate you from the cold in the ground. And you got to have food in there, water, blankets, clothes. So your tent gets pretty full. And I mean, we're just trying to live in a nice, secure, safe place because the shelters are not safe. Okay, there's heroin addicts, there's meth heads, there's all kinds of abuse of drugs and fentanyl flying around in the bathrooms and stuff, and people doing it. And you got people with bed bugs, people with flesh-eating disease, and all this. And I mean, it's just so hazardous going into them that I don't want no part of them at all. And then the housing that they try to give to us called SROs, they're just another haven for the drug addicts, again, getting relocated. So you get the floors that you get put on, you got to hold your breath when you get off the elevator to get to your apartment because the hallways are full of chemicals. Like, who knows what they're smoking, but their doors are left open and they just blow it all in the hallways. I can't stay in no SRO and I'll end up dying.
These are challenges faced by so many people with the houseless, literally having nowhere to go. Amanda Burrows, you've been working with First United. Tell me about the situation down here for many of the people like Mark.
Well, as housing advocates, we're always trying to advocate for folks. We do not believe that encampments or tent cities are a solution to housing, but we believe that when there isn't enough options, this is everybody's right to have shelter. This is Mark's right to be down here, as you're saying, accumulating your things and being able to have stability and security in your place. To see park rangers and cops come in here every day for the past week trying to get you to remove your items, just to even take them down to store them. 20 folks here today, and look, there's 8 tents.
It took me 3 hours to take my tent down and take all my stuff out and organize it. My pegs were frozen in the ground. I actually had to get a chisel and a hammer to start pounding them out, and now that's my footprint for my tent. They want me to go and camp over there under the trees so that when the wind blows, the branches break and fall on our tents. Okay.
Amanda, just a little while ago, somebody was arrested here in the park. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so just last hour, we were helping Mark protect his belongings, and you could just tell the cops and the park rangers really swarmed around Mark. It was really intimidating. It escalated the situation. Clearly, they aren't trauma-informed or trained with de-escalation. And Ryan, as a housing advocate, was just right in there trying to protect Mark's belongings, and there was a skirmish, and they used that as an opportunity to arrest him and take him away, and they carried him off the field. 8 cops. It was just did not seem like a proportionate amount of reaction to the situation that the cops were doing. They clearly escalated something that didn't need to happen. And now we have amazing elders here with medicine on top of Mark's belongings, ensuring that nobody takes them. And it just did not need to go that way today. It was just not that way.
Amanda, talking directly, if you could, to City Council and even the province of BC, what do you need them to understand of the real situation here on the streets?
That homelessness is a crisis across Canada and across the United States. That there are structural factors that create homelessness and there are personal attributes that create homelessness. And we have to come down together 3 levels of government and prioritize building housing like we used to. There's no way that just hiding homelessness is going to solve the problem that is here.
Thank you so much for your time today. And Mark, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Back to you in studio.